Good morning, everyone. I guess yesterday I was trying to figure out why I couldn't see the chat on like X, but I guess by default it's just disabled. You have to like actually go and like select the radio option or the button to enable it. So, and I realized too late today, so I'll have it back tomorrow. Chat actually there tomorrow. Good morning. All right, got a day full of AI again, just because Google and OpenAI are going at it. We got OpenAI Shipmas day 9, I believe. Yeah, day 9, which they said yesterday. Today's gonna be mini dev day, so that'll be fun. And then we're gonna take a look at Google's AI announcements. We got VO2, which is their video generator, competing with OpenAI Sora. And they also made some improvements to their image generation, and they released a cool tool called Whisk, or toy Whisk, to easily kind of generate images in certain styles and stuff. So we'll take a look at that. And we'll take a look at Waymo. That's going to start testing in Tokyo. Interesting, because it's first overseas, I guess, international self-driving, or at least for Waymo. So, and then we'll take a look at some other stuff if we have time, or if we're feeling up to it. But let's start with this. We got good old Jensen. They announced a world's most affordable generative AI computer, the Jetson Orion. Oh wait, you can't hear yet.
Hi, welcome to my house. I'm living in a different house now. We're fixing the house that you guys saw the last time you were in my kitchen. And let's see, what were we doing? My hair was a lot longer, and I lifted a brand new HGX out of my oven while I'm cooking something up for you.
I remember, I feel like he did it for the, it was one of the, like 2080, 3080, or 30,000, 2000 series. When he did it for one of the,
again,
gaming GPUs.
today. And let me show it to you. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, our brand new AI computer. Look at this. I think I might have cooked it a little bit too long. It shrunk. The little tiny Jetson Nano.
Like the Shrinky Dinks.
Little Orin computer. This thing that's really amazing is that a long time ago, starting with Xavier, you guys might have known that we created a brand new type of processor. It was a robotics processor. Nobody understood what we were building at the time. And we imagined that someday these deep learning models would evolve and we would have, you know, robots of all kinds. Everything that moves would be robotic. And now here we are. We're seeing all kinds of amazing robots. Robots on wheels, robots on legs, 2 legs, 3 legs. And of course, general humanoid robotics are nearly upon us. This is a brand new Jetson Nano Super. Almost 70 trillion operations per second. 25 watts and $249. It runs everything that the HGX does. Even runs large language models.
The HGX,
and, can't wait for all of you to try it. It's available everywhere. Go get it. Enjoy robotics. And it runs CUDA and cuDNN and TensorRT. You could create an agentic AI that reasons and plans. So you could use it for a robot. You could use it for a workstation. It's an incredible computer. What do you guys think?
Okay, so this is interesting. I do wonder how this compares to just like a normal, like a gaming GPU. I have a 3080. Like, is this comparable to 3080, or is it even better than that? $249 though is pretty good. It's like a high end, like, I mean, that's honestly comparable to like some Raspberry Pi competitors, like more higher end ones. I wonder if it's actually meant to be like for hobbyists, like be more affordable for that, for like hobbyists, or if it's actually meant to just be a cheaper alternative to like their more powerful systems that like actual commercial users could use. Seems like it. Oh wow, just a software update. That's cool. 40 to 67. I want to see how they compare to oh, here we go. Okay. So 8 gigs of memory. Core ARM Cortex. I wonder if we could ask ChatGPT how does compare to something like a 3000 series or for okay, we'll get back to them. But $250, pretty cool. I don't know if I would even get one, I guess. Like, I need to see like benchmarks. Oh, these are actually these are actual models. Yeah, it has to, I mean, it could do it's in the lower parameters here though. I imagine it does have enough RAM. 8 gigabytes of RAM, you need a lot more. Yeah, it says, yeah, because this I think is probably optimized more for inference. That's what the ChatGPT is saying, which makes sense. Optimized for AI inference, whereas like these are probably better for training. Yeah, but it's not like most people are training on your GPUs. Interesting. All right, cool. Thanks, Jensen. What else is NVIDIA up to? Revolutionizing wildfire prevention. Hey, actually, oh, that's cool. We actually brainstormed. We actually covered something similar, actually, on stream. Cool. All right, let's take a look at VO2. Let me actually sign in real quick, or at least join the wait list. I have Whisk up here. I actually gave it a picture of myself. I gave my picture of myself with plushy style, and this is what it actually came up with. Which I wouldn't say this looks like me just based off of the picture, like the features, but I don't know. It's actually pretty good. Like it doesn't look like it looks real, I guess. All right, hang on. Let me put in my name. Okay. All right, I'm on the wait list. Doesn't really mean much, but we'll play around with image effects and Whisk. But let's look at the blog post here, actually. Okay. State-of-the-art video and image generation with VO2 in Image Gen 3. Image Gen. Earlier this year, we introduced our video generation models VO and our latest image generation models Image Gen 3. Since then, it's been exciting to watch people bring their ideas to life with help from these models. YouTube creators are exploring creative possibilities with video backgrounds. That's funny because that's actually what the idea I had to make with Sora. I was like, oh, it'd be cool to make like a green screen, like nice video background. Let's just watch this real quick and see what
Dream Screen lets you bring your ideas to life, turning your text prompts into AI-generated shorts backgrounds. In the Shorts camera, tap the green screen icon, then
I mean, when you put it like that, it kind of sounds like not as cool.
select Dream Screen. Type in your idea, pick a style, then tap Create. The Dream Screen
Interesting that they have the styles built in.
tool will generate AI image options you can choose from. You can use the still image or create a video. Then record with your new Dream Screen background. Put yourself in your favorite book, generate design concepts, or even create an animated opening for your short.
This kind of shitty. This is just gonna make like even more like slop, you know, like this is just adding on to the AI slop, like AI generated like slop, I guess.
Let your creativity take off. When you're ready, publish your AI masterpiece for the world to see. What will you dream up?
Like I could already see it being like AI generated voice over AI generated like video with a script that was also AI generated. Yeah. You have YouTube backgrounds, video backgrounds for the YouTube Shorts. Enterprise customers are enhancing creative workflows on Vertex AI, and creators are using video effects and image effects to tell their stories. Together with collaborators ranging from filmmakers to businesses, we're continuing to develop and evolving these technologies. Today we're introducing new video model VO2 in the latest version of Image Gen 3, both of which achieve state-of-the-art results. These models are now available in video effects and image effects in our new labs experiment Whisk. Now, I mean, like, this kind of blew Sora out of the water. Like, honestly, like, not even close. I don't know. Sora's like, I think Sora, you have to be better at like prompting and like understanding like the nuances, whereas this just kind of gives you like good stuff right off the bat. And it seems to be good at physics. That's interesting. Which, I mean, they likely trained on like all of YouTube's data. And so, I mean, if you're training on YouTube data and it's like games, real life, those are probably going to actually simulate physics like relatively well. Maybe not games, actually. That could be, depends, but yeah. VO2 creates incredibly high quality videos and a wide range of subjects and styles, and head-to-head comparison judged by human raters. VO2 achieves state-of-the-art results against leading models, i.e. Sora. And what's the other? There's like one that starts with an R that's popular. Can't remember. Pretty cool. Yeah. It brings an improved understanding of the real world physics and the nuances of human movement and expression, which help improve its detail and realism overall. VO2 understands the unique language of cinematography. Ask it for a genre, a specific lens, suggest cinematic effects, and VO2 will deliver, as a result, up to 4K and extended to minutes in length. Which is, I think, you know, Sora could only be 1080p, depending on your tier, 1080p in like a few seconds, essentially 10 seconds. As for a low-angle tracking shot that glides through the middle of the scene, or a close-up shot on the face of a scientist looking through her microscope in VO2 creates it. Suggest 18mm lens in your prompt, and VO2 knows to craft wide-angle shot that this lens is known for, or blur out the background and focus on your subject by pulling shallow depth of field in your prompt. That's pretty cool, and that reminds me of Midjourney, because Midjourney's kind of like that too. You could kind of trick it to kind of be like 4K, hyper realistic, HD, you know, Hasselblad, raw, and it makes it look like more real life. And the fact that it's kind of trained on that and they actually like tell you that you could use that is interesting. While video models often hallucinate unwanted details, extra fingers, or unexpected objects, for example, VO2 produces these less frequently, making outputs more realistic. Our commitment to safety and responsibility development has guided VO2. We have intentionally measured and growing VO's availability so we can help identify, understand, and improve the model's quality, safety while slowly rolling out via video effects, YouTube, and Vertex AI. I think Vertex AI is just like either API. Among enterprise companies with Gen AI in production, 86% report an increase in revenue. What does that even mean though? That's so generalized. Gen AI in production doing what? 80% report an increased revenue. Like, bro, you can't just state shit like this without giving any like background. Were these oh yeah, actually we did cover this on stream because I remember these. Because they were kind of touting how you could use it to like put brands in it or something. Image to video. Text to video. What is Google's Vertex AI? Yeah, it's like they're they're AI development platform building. Okay, yeah, this is their Google Cloud offering. Interesting. Honestly, Google Cloud, it's probably the cloud that I've used the least, but their UI is just so confusing. Like the material design, like whatever, like honestly, it's not it. Azure's kind of confusing too. Yeah, just like the rest of our image and video generation models, VO2 outputs include an invisible synth ID watermark that helps identify them as AI generated, helping reduce the chances of misinformation and misattribution. It's neat. It's supposed to be I wonder if Sora is doing it or if other AI models are doing it. Of course, it's Google's product though. Today we bring our new VO2 capabilities to Google Labs video generation tool Video Effects and expanded the number of users who can access it. Visit Google Labs to sign up for the waitlist. We also expanded VO2 to YouTube Shorts and other products next year. All right. Oh, it's interesting they have the prompts here. Let's wait. Let's try and give one to this cube. While we're waiting, let's give one of these to Sora. Let's do this cube one. Also, I don't okay. Okay. Here's Sora. Let's give this cube prompt. Let's just make it 1 by 1 480 5 seconds. Sure. One video, 20 credits. All right. Let's rip it. Okay. We'll check back on that in a second. We actually. All right. Okay, then we got Image Gen 3. State-of-the-art image generation. We've also improved our Image Gen 3 image generation models, which now generates brighter, better composed images, can now render more diverse art styles with greater accuracy, from photorealism to impressionism, from abstract to anime. This upgrade also follows prompts more faithfully and renders richer details and textures. In side-by-side comparisons of outputs by human raters against leading image generation models, Image Gen 3 achieve state-of-the-art results. That's like, state-of-the-art results is like marketing speak for like not the best, but like still good. Oh, I didn't even look, it didn't even link to that. Wow, it's actually finished way quicker. This was what Sora came up with. A perfect cube rotates in the center of a soft, foggy void. The surface shifts between different hyper-real textures: smooth marble, velvet, suede, hammered brass, raw concrete. Each material reveals subtle details: marble veins slowly spreading, suede fibers brushing with wind, brass tarnishing in slow motion. This wasn't even close. This was the what Google came up with. Sora. Yeah, I mean, I know we picked 480p, but the quality is also just worse. Whatever. All right, let me. Okay. Okay, back to this. Starting today, the latest Image Gen 3 model will globally roll out in Image Effects, our image generation tool from Google Labs, to more than 100 countries. Visit Image Effects to get started. We'll check that out in a sec. And then there's Whisk, a fun new tool that lets you prompt with images to visualize your ideas. This actually reminded me of something else Google released, where it was like a, you were able to like draw something and then it would turn it into like a real picture. I wonder if that still exists. Or no, Google draw something and have it. Google Drawings. No, that's not what it was. Maybe it was. No. Quick Draw, maybe this is it? Yes, this is it. This is it. This is, oh wait, when was this? I wonder when this came out. Yeah, this is like an early AI experiment. Let's just try it real quick. Draw wine glass in another 20 seconds. Wait, I thought it was supposed to tell me. Okay, let's draw a wine glass.
I see line, or foot, or nose, or leg. Oh, I know, it's wine glass.
That's funny. Compass? Okay.
I see circle, or moon, or potato. Oh, I know, it's compass.
Funny. I don't know, it kind of defeats the purpose of telling you what to draw. I wish you could just draw it and then you just hear out, like, listen to what it says. Oh, monkey?
I see circle, or moon, or snowman, or bear, or panda. I see teddy bear. I'm stumped.
It's like a mouse.
Sorry, I couldn't guess it.
Chandelier. Okay, let's do this, or we'll finish this out and then we'll move on. Chandelier.
I see line. Or bench. Or underwear. Oh, I know, it's chandelier.
Bro, he got it. You don't think he'll guess it? He got it. Just because my pro drawing. A garden.
I see line. Or nail. Or triangle. Or hexagon. Or hourglass. I see tent. Or sandwich. Or pyramid. Or diamond. I see carrot.
You
Sorry,
say carrot?
I couldn't guess it.
That's a good drawing. Blackberry? Okay, I'm gonna draw the phone. I'm gonna draw the phone Blackberry.
I see knee. Or nose. Or bread. Or cooler. Or cell phone. I see computer mouse. Or calculator. Or mouse.
No way he's gonna guess this. What's the Blackberry logo? It's
I have
like
no
4
clue what you're
things.
drawing.
Dang it.
Sorry, I couldn't guess it.
That was funny. Anyways, yeah, this is what actually this is what Whisk reminded me of. Probably because the UI is very similar. Yeah, let's read here. Whisk is our newest experiment from Google Labs. Lets you input or create images that convey the subject, scene, and style you have in mind. Then you could bring them together and remix them to create something uniquely your own, from a digital plushie to an enamel pin or sticker. Under the hood, Whisk combines our latest Gen 3 model Gemini's visual understanding and description capabilities. Interesting. The Gemini model automatically writes a detailed caption of your images, and then it feeds those descriptions into Gen 3. This process allows you to easily remix your subjects, scenes, and styles in fun new ways.
Here we go. Front and center, high class, who don't get no better. I'm a trendsetter, always on the move, gotta get that cheddar. 1, 2, 3, 4, watch me get it. I'm a superstar. No
Subject, scene, style.
Reaching for the stars, and I won't stop till I get that far. Hey, hey, I thought I told ya. Told ya. I make it pop. I never stop. Ain't got no shame. I'm showing everything I got.
This makes it very easy to make like actual styles. So I feel like the consistency is the hard part of or like the actual hard part for these like image generation stuff is getting like a consistent style. Okay, let's give it a try here. So I got myself already as a subject. Whoops. I don't really have a scene. Wait, let's upload this screenshot of the OpenAI Dev Day. I don't want a plushie. Style. City, or no, detective noir style. Detective noir in a dark, gritty, cyberpunk city. Gotta add my cyberpunk in there. This is just gonna be a smorgasbord. It's gonna be like so off. Just see what it comes up with. Oops. This looks like a game. This looks like fucking LA Noire, the game. This is funny. This style, like, this is actually pretty good, but it actually it even caught me in the like corner and added that in. Although these do not look like me. Okay, let's change the scene. I wish it had more options. standing in front of a sick computer, sick streaming setup with full tech gadgets and 3 monitors. That's what I got going right now. In the style of of Noir. Wish we could just open it here. I don't have to download it to view it. Bro, this actually isn't the best. Like, for me, this is all messed up, but the monitors are like off to the side. What's even looking at? All right, whatever. Let's just rip it. Also, what's in the background here? What is this? Looks kind of creepy. Okay, let's rip it. What does this add more? Oh, you could add different styles or just... Interesting, you could add multiple styles. Let's while we're waiting, let's actually just go to the image gen one and just give this a try. This is so bad. Although I didn't give it a details or whatever. The actual like setups look way better. Like, it actually looks like a video setup, although the microphone's facing the wrong way, but you know, we'll ignore that. And then this is supposed to be me. Actually, I'm more like bald now. I need a more up-to-date picture. What if I don't add a scene and just a style? I literally used Gemini like 3 times. Twice. Can you just tell it to generate an image? Of a futuristic city in California. Okay, it's image engine. Okay, cool. So we're using ImGen 3. That's good. Okay, let's go back to this. This doesn't even look like me. Okay, let's try a different let's try not use me. Let's use like a fictional subject. Let's use I've been enjoying Dune Prophecy. Let's actually look at Dune Dune Wiki. Who's the worm? The king like turned himself into a worm. Go to Paul. It's like Paul's that's his father, sister. Let's see. Nah. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's just use the old emperor here. Although that's too hard. We need someone that's just a picture. Let's go back to this here. All right. This looks like, yeah, I guess this is like LA. This is like this is literally LA. It's like the mountain range in the back. It's like Burbank or something. All right. The image is tiny. Download full size. Let's see what size it is. Ugh. Hurting already. What's the I just want to see properties. Oh, okay. Oh, it's 20. Okay, so it's actually a lot bigger than I thought. 2048 or 2048. Yeah, it's interesting. Once you zoom into a lot of the AI generated images, though, it kind of breaks it. Like it's kind of like a little janky. Let's go back to Whisk. Okay, let's actually just generate it. See. Let's just type in a Silicon Valley tech bro. And then the scene is going to be on a techno cruise in the middle of the ocean. The style, mid-century modern. Even how you sell century, whatever. Wow, this looks real. This cruise looks real. This is what they came up for Silicon Valley Tech, bro. This is what they came up with. I might have to change it to young. I mean, this dude looks like real. Like, you know, like actually, this is so good. It's kind of weird. What does this mean? Okay, we're actually gonna change this. This is going to be a young Silicon Valley tech bro. The subject is yo, what's up? Welcome back. We're taking a look at ImageGen 3 and Google Whisk. The subject is lounging at the bar with a view of the ocean. It's surprisingly good. Yeah, it's actually really good. I mean, you have to use ImageGen 3, you have to use it with Gemini right now, and so that's whatever, but this is actually really good. Like, you have to download it to view it. Like, this is insane right here. Like, this is weird because it looks like just like you took it from a video. Like, this is really good. All right, but then you could have the subject, scene, style, and so we did mid-century modern. The style isn't really going off, and this isn't the best, I guess, but it's, I mean, the picture is good, but combining the styles, let's take a little, let's get like a, let's look at a like the style of, let's just like space opera. Just put literally just space opera and see what it comes up. Scene. Let's have the scene be let's just put a spaceship. Let's just be even more broad just to give it see what it comes up with. This is not what I was expecting for a space when you type in space opera though. This is very generic. It almost looks like an anime or something. You need Gemini Advance? Oh, really? This has been literally my third time using Gemini, and I used ImageGen 3 on this one. Yeah, I'm not paying for that either. I'm paying for ChatGPT too. Okay, this looks like an anime. All right, we're just gonna rip it, no prompt, and just see what it comes up with. The FT's advanced. Ah, oh, dang. I just typed in let's just type in from a space opera. Make me a character. Generate an image of a character from a space opera sitting in a spaceship. This is, yeah, so this is using Imagen 3. I'm just in the normal Gemini. This one is, I'll link it. This is where I'm using the Google Whisk. Okay, this is interesting. This takes some playing around with. Let's do random ones though. See what it comes up with. Like, what is its style described as? Claymation thing. This is actually very detailed, but they use they're using Gemini to like describe the images or something that you feed in, which kind of help it like use a combined prompt for the style, scene, and subject. Oh, what the heck? Generating images of people's only available in early access Gemini Advanced? Bro, they're gating it to certain kinds of images you could only make. That's so crazy. Boo. Interesting. This looks like the Toy Story dinosaur. I can't remember his name. Interesting. Let's try another random one. Let's try way out. Yeah. Name. Plushie. The plushie one is actually really good. Like I did, or yeah, up here. This I fed in a picture of myself, which it looks like the picture, but this doesn't even look like it looks real. This is so good. Even these are pretty good too. Oh, this one's having some trouble. We got an extra leg here. And the boots. Got a bear. Cool scenes. Send this one. Oh, look, is this the doodle thing? Oh no. Oh, here it has benchmarks. I don't know how you benchmark human or like image generation, human evaluation. Ah, okay. Interesting. This is cool. But yeah, I feel like this one takes some playing around with. But I get it. This is neat though. Wow, this is. Oh, he used Aurelian. I love that name. Like a fictional name. Wow, the description for this is like so long too. Which I feel like other image generation stuff, like sometimes the more you put, the more confused it gets. But I don't know, with VO2 though, like we were reading the blog post, and it's interesting how the video can take in prompts like 4K or, you know, cinematographic or like lens types, and like make the video based off of the lens types. That's cool. Way better than Sora. Keeps adding this plushy one. What is this style? This is like Mick Jagger. All right, we got dev day streams open. Just waiting for them to start here, or I mean Shipmas, but I guess it's a mini dev day, so. Interesting. This one's good. This one's funny. It's like a bee. It's like bees. Oh, they presets. Aspect ratio. Let's try preset sticker. Can't share pictures. It made link. Good. Or I think you should be able to link things in the chat. If you may not be able to. You can go on Twitch chat if you want to link. Oh, this just gives you a sticker as the style. They must have like presets. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's try this one first. This is cool, I guess. Oh, you could refine them. So this is the actual prompt then. You just narrows an link, but don't. Oh, it's all good. I don't even see the link, so I'm not sure if links even work, honestly. In YouTube chat, 'cause they're kind of strict. Let me see if it's an easy fix. Oh no, you should be able to post links. They're not blocked. Oh no, they're not blocked. Or they are. URLs sent in live chat are already blocked. If you select this option, new comments attached. I don't even know how to unblock it though. Sorry. You go to, yeah, you got Twitch chat. Yeah. YouTube moderation. It's alright. Yeah, all good, all good. Appreciate the participation. Okay. Let's I wish the actual image generation to work and you don't need advance. How much is advance? I don't want to pay, but $20. Yeah, I'm good. But we could look at benchmarks, I guess. We actually I made a video with Sora to compare with VO2, the blog post. I don't know what happened to the blog post. This video, it was nothing like what the Sora came up with. Not the best comparison. I don't know. See, like Google's kind of just cool. Thanks, appreciate it. Gemini's pretty good. Had it for 1 month. Same level of GPT, like GP better. Yeah, I don't believe that it's. I feel like right now it's kind of just like pick your flavor. You know, you could pick Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, even like Mistral. I use Mistral a lot. I really like Mistral's stuff, but I feel like you kind of just get used to how it the tone and like kind of how it like generates stuff, and you over time you kind of just get used to it, and then when you swap to another one, it's kind of like you go through some growing pains to kind of get used to how it's like default generates stuff. And I feel like whichever one you use the most is just kind of what you're used to. I don't know. I feel like they're all pretty good, and like they're all like on par with each other, so yeah, it's interesting. But it sucks right now that like everyone's $20 a month, even Perplexity, $20 a month, and they're just kind of competing. They're not competing. They're just like whichever one you prefer is what you could go, because they're all the same price, which is kind of actually what airlines do with their tickets. gas stations do that too. Just go to the brand you prefer. So yeah. But like, yeah. I mean, who's gonna subscribe to like 5 services at $20 a month? Unless you have the money. But they all kind of do the same thing, I guess, is the point. Just pick one, you're good. All right, OpenAI. Oh, their stream started. Yeah, this is the Whisk thing. Here we go. Or article on it. But we actually already kind of covered it. We'll take it after the Dev Day stream. We'll take a look at the Waymo testing taxis in Tokyo, and we'll take a look at this new optimization technique. And then we'll also look at this story too, because this is interesting. As lawsuits are coming out, we need to find a compromise here. Image is black. Okay, predictions though. I bet you they're gonna have O1 API stuff. Oh, it's in the Twitch chat. What's up? Yeah, we're gonna have API stuff probably, or O1 API stuff. What else? Sora API? I don't know about that. I can't see something on the stream. Oh, no image? Oh, really? On YouTube? YouTube stream? Looking good on my end. Weird. Not sure what's up. Here we go. Let's go like. Refresh. You can see it? All right. Thanks. That's my mom tuning in. All good, all good. All right, but predictions. Let's go to I was reading predictions on X here. I don't know if I have them saved. Okay, let's close this. ChatGPT is helping me answer questions. That's the old Dev Day stuff. Oh shoot, actually I forgot. Okay, we're good. I wonder if Sam will be here. Good old Altman. But I still think GPT 4.5 is coming. One of the last days, I bet still. I think that's coming. Yeah, maybe they'll even release a preview today, but I still think O1 API access. Maybe something with embeddings. Voice, maybe some of the voice. I don't know if they have like a voice API. Oh. What else? Maybe updated like knowledge, like maybe just a new, not even a new version, but just updated information. Although I feel like that could now that we're kind of getting more like these search functions, I feel like updating information is less relevant because you could just use it with search or whatever, and then you could get updated information now easier. Mm, yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. Oh, this is, oh, right. The image effects thing. Wait, wonder if you could just do it right here. I forgot I had this open. Let's run this while we're waiting. All right, they're late. Oh, here we go. Well, their audio is kind of funky. They bring strawberries. Yeah, no Altman. Hearing up with them. I got it coming through here. Sorry. All right. We got 01. Okay. Yeah, exactly. What was that? Yeah, let's just show it because I don't even know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hard to, their audio's so weird. All right. Gotta release that liability. Yeah, like system messages. This is, most other APIs have this already. Bro. So dependent. Yeah. Actually, I'm working on a video that I'm probably released tomorrow about modular AI systems to be able to not be dependent on these companies. Hmm. I don't know. This is Yes. Well, look at October 2023. It's year-old data. Hmm. Hey, Walter. Welcome to stream. Watching this. Yeah, I mean, okay. All right. Hmm. So this this seems like it's already they already have this for the other models though, right? Like this isn't like new. I don't know. I don't really trust internal evaluations when I need to see third-party benchmarks. Toilet skin confirm report. It's gonna be my first skin. That's funny. You're not kidding. Okay, yeah, as expected. Oh, here we go. Oh, you could. I see. I was like, does it have a different performance? Oh, interesting. Well, I thought though they wanted to think longer. That's what the whole point of it was. Uh, oh, all right. Mm. Oh, that's neat. Mhm. Cool. Did anyone hear like code or anything? Is AGI down there again? That's exactly what I noticed. There's like very little code to accomplish this. Impressive. All right. All right. What could this possibly be? Like, what feature are they showing off? I see. Okay. Okay. Relax. Roasted, bro. How much does this cost? I was trying to find the cost of their API, but or the real time. Oh, Okay, that's good. All right. Hmm. I feel like fine tuning isn't as relevant now with like retrieval augmented generation stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. You can actually do this with Mistral already. Mistral, their agents, you could do preference tuning for agents. Like a sales pitch now. Oh. right. Oh yeah, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Finally. Oh, cool. Cool. I missed the first part. I didn't. All right. All right. Cool. Man, 401 though is expensive. $15 per million input, 60 per million output. $60. As comparison, 40 mini is literally 10x, 100x less, 60 cents. Even 40, $10, $250. It's so much. It's so expensive. Because I was looking on Open Router 2 here. At least even the preview is still $60, 15. It's so expensive. So definitely probably won't be using this locally or with like my own chat application by API. A little too pricey. And also the fine tuning and real-time APIs, it's a little expensive too, but I guess it's reasonable for now. Like this, the audio though, like it's crazy. It's expensive. Fine tuning is, I guess it makes sense for it being like a little more pricey, but yeah, O1 is expensive. And even the old ones are expensive. But yeah, they're here already, so. O1. It does have a really big context window, which is nice though. I'm loving the larger context windows. It makes it easier just to copy, paste in like large swabs of text that you want to synthesize, or even data. You just copy and paste it in. You don't have to worry about like it missing some of the not getting like the full context. So love to see that, but yeah, expensive. Cool. All right, well we'll watch it again tomorrow, 10 a.m. Tomorrow's day. Yeah, 10 or 9. What day is today? Today was day 9. Tomorrow's day 10. So we'll be back tomorrow to watch that, but continue with the news. Oh, also this yeah, I guess it is different, but the Mistral AI agents, you could do few shot prompts, but you kind of demonstrate a input and output, exactly what they're showing, like what a good input is and then what a good output is. So yeah, it's interesting. Cool. All right, let's continue with the news. Oh wait, yeah, let's check out the image effects here. This app. I'll link if you guys want to check it out. for yourself. But this is good. This is cool. Looks, the quality is insane. And I wonder what the actual let me download a picture. What the resolution is. Wow, okay, it's actually smaller resolution than what Gemini produced, but it's a lot higher quality. The image is actually bigger even though it's smaller. But these look really good. Like the lighting and everything is really good. And the 35 millimeter film, I don't know what that came in. Bionic eagle hunting a field. Intricate. Rip this. Oops. This looks sick. This looks very good though. Like for considering like the prompt. I don't really know what the 35 millimeter film. That's also not what I thought. I thought I put large format film, but wait, this is a different. The prompt change? Okay, here we go. Large format film. Yeah, this looks good. Download it. I want to zoom in to see, because when you zoom in it kind of like loses the effect a bit, but these look good. I want to generate like a real life looking thing though now. Let's just say like a car driving through the streets of a large city. Intricate. Let's do like 4K. Super detail. Ultra realistic. This one looks like it could be like real. This one is definitely stylized, but it still looks cool. I mean, definitely something else. This one very stylized. This one stylized too, but I mean, they're all good. They're cool. I was kind of looking for something more real life, realistic like this. But even like Mid-Journey and like Dolly, they sometimes even like generating like cards and stuff, like the proportions are weird, but these look pretty good. This looks like a Ford GT or something. If we zoom in, like it looks pretty good. The quality's like not the best, I guess, once you zoom in a little, but I guess you could see their faces are kind of funky. Details over here a little weird, but this one's supposed to be like a Toyota. But interesting, yeah. This is cool though. Still, it's definitely like a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. And the seat is also interesting too. You can only choose the best quality. Now, I do like how they provide this here. Overall, the interface is pretty good. I would say the interface is actually better than I thought compared to like Midjourney or I don't know. I know there's other like more like platform like ones, but yeah, cool. Okay, let's talk about some news. We'll continue with the AI stuff and then we'll end with the Waymo here. But UK kicks off review into training AI models on copyrighted content. UK government on Tuesday kicked off a consultation on measure that would regulate the use of copyrighted content by tech companies to train their artificial intelligence models. Some artists and publishers are unhappy with the way their content is being scraped freely by companies like OpenAI and Google to train their AI models. Yeah, and unfortunately, they kind of did the old ask for forgiveness and not permission, and now it's up to the artists and everyone to go and, you know, take the permission part and like get what they're owed. It's gonna kind of sucks that it kind of has to come down to that, but yeah, now it's about the compromise, like actually figuring out how to like a fair payment. But this reminds me of when Google first started Google search. They actually started with books, and so they went and took books and were just scanning books and then using that to populate their search. And obviously the authors didn't like that, and it breached many copyright laws, and so they actually came to an agreement. And it reminds me of kind of today how that's kind of what these AI companies are doing. They're just scraping data on the internet. And now it's like people don't really like that, and so now they want to, you know, work out a deal. And I feel like, unfortunately for like the individuals, like if you're just a single person, you know, you suing a big tech company is just going to go nowhere because it's going to cost you a shit ton of money. So it's kind of, you know, bringing them together as a collective and then working out a compromise as a group, which, you know, gives you better bargaining power, which is kind of just that's how unions are. So yeah, so let's see what the UK is doing. I doubt we're gonna get any actual like federal legislation for in the United States. I just don't think that's gonna happen, especially now with you know, Trump in the office. I just don't think they're not very you know, Republicans aren't the most like consumer friendly, and I consider this like a consumer to like corporation relationship, not necessarily like a B2B, but yeah. Also, this also reminds me of the lawsuit where LinkedIn, someone was scraping LinkedIn data, and LinkedIn wanted to sue to say that they can't do that, and they were like, no, they actually can. And so I don't know, I feel like the laws here are actually kind of like there's actually a lot to unpack if it's actually were to actually go to court, and they didn't settle outside of the court or come to some sort of deal or sue or whatever. Anyways, UK is drawing up measures to regulate the use of copyrighted content by tech companies to train their artificial intelligence models. The British government on Tuesday kicked off a consultation which aims to increase clarity for both the creative industries and AI developers when it comes to how intellectual property is obtained and then used by AI firms for training purposes. Some artists and publishers are unhappy with the way their content's being scraped freely by companies like OpenAI and Google to train their large language models. AI models trained on huge quantities of data to generate human-like responses. Yeah, and we are kind of seeing companies actually give you options to opt in or out. I know Substack gave you the option to opt in or out. YouTube recently gave you the option to opt in or out for YouTube videos if you upload videos. So, but then we have places like X or Twitter, which XAI's model Grok is being trained on. I'm sure you could opt out on Twitter, on like X or Twitter, but I doubt it's probably not that easy, or you just have to sacrifice that if you use the platform. So yeah, that's interesting. Large language models are foundational technology behind today's generative AI systems, including the likes of OpenAI, ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, and Anthropic's Claude. Last year, the New York Times brought a lawsuit against Microsoft, and OpenAI accused the companies of infringing its copyright and abusing intellectual properties to train large language models. In response, OpenAI disputed the New York Times allegations, stating that the use of open web data for training AI models should be considered fair use, and that it provides an opt-out for rights holders because it's the right thing to do. Yeah, and I guess that's kind of like you can opt out, but I don't know how like true that is. And also, New York Times has sued Perplexity too, as well. News Corp, who's like Wall Street Journal, they sued Perplexity. I imagine they probably sued OpenAI. I just don't know off the top of my head. Separately, image distribution platform Getty Images sued another generative AI firm, Stability AI, in the UK, accusing it of scraping millions of images from its websites without consent to train its Stable Diffusion AI model. Stability AI has disputed the suit, noting that the training and development of its models took place outside the UK. That's what they're like. They're like, you may be right, but you're gonna have to sue us in the United States, so it doesn't really matter here. Okay, proposals to be considered. First, the consultation will consider making an exception to copyright law for AI training when used in the context of commercial purposes, but while still allowing rights holders to reserve the right so they can control the use of their content. Okay, I mean, this makes sense. Like if you know, you still give them the option to opt in or out, then I mean, like, yeah, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, I guess. Second, the consultation will put forward proposed measures to help creators license and be remunerated for their use of their content by AI model makers, as well as give AI developers clarity over what material can be used for training models. Yeah, and this is where I feel like smaller creators get screwed over, is because like as an individual, like you just can't go up against a big tech company or OpenAI, which OpenAI is a big tech company now, in my opinion. And so I feel like they should just by default give some sort of licensing fee to anything, everyone that they scrape, every data, I mean, all the data that they scrape. If you do want them to use, but I still feel like you should be given the option to opt out. Just in terms of like, for like personal privacy and stuff too. The government said more work needs to be done by both the creative industries and technology firms to ensure that any standards and requirements for the rights reservation and transparency are effective, accessible, and widely adopted. The government's also considering proposals that would require AI model makers to be more transparent about their model training data sets and how they obtain the rights, so that rights holders can understand when and how their content is being used to train AI. Yeah, this though would never happen without the government intervention, because they don't want to actually tell you all the data that's being used to train it, because that could be your competitive advantage. And if you maybe have some data that your competitors don't, then they could go out and seek that or license it out to kind of get more up to date data, or to be more competitive, make the AI, their model better, whatever. Yeah, I don't know how. Going forward, like, this is gonna be a continuing problem, and so I think there's gonna have to be some like laws, precedent, something going forward to actually help people out. I'm in the book Snow Crash, which is where the term metaverse actually came from. The Library of Congress actually aggregates like all data. And you get it actually indexes everything, and you get paid when someone uses it, or you contribute it. So like, let's say I found something cool that the Library of Congress didn't have. If I donate it, if I give it to the Library of Congress, and then someone uses it to do something or make something, then you actually get a fee. You get paid based off of that. And like the main character kind of like found some old CD somewhere that wasn't donated, like that didn't exist online or in the Library of Congress, so they donated it to the Library of Congress, and then someone used it to like do something, and they got like a few bucks out of it. I think it's going to kind of be something similar to that, because they're already aggregating like insane amounts of data, just like Google. But one thing about, like, if you when compare it to something like Google, though, search search arguably is a two-way relationship. Like, it drives people to your website. It's like the network effect. Like, you need websites to index to have for search, but then the people are going to click on the link for search and then go to the website. And so it's like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing. Right now, it's not really like that for AI. It's like they gobble up your data, they make money off of it, and then you may never see, like, you know, when you're talking with ChatGPT, it's not like you're going to be like, oh, this content was from Brady, you know, Brady's website, so go check out BradyBlaney.com. It's like, unless it's a search one, but that's the same as a search. And so like the AI, you just never see that, so you never actually kind of get the credit that you deserve, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. This is a it's an interesting problem. I don't know enough of like copyright law or whatever to really have or like understand like a good solution, to know a good solution, but yeah, still brainstorm. Okay. Yeah, here we go. The government's also considering proposals that would require AI model makers to be more transparent about their model training data sets and how they're obtained, so that rights holders can understand when and how their content has been used to train AI. That could prove controversial. Technology firms aren't especially forthcoming when it comes to data that fuels their coveted algorithms or how they train them up, given the commercial sensitivities involved in revealing those secrets to potential competitors. Yeah, exactly. And even algorithms too. That's a good point. Like the YouTube algorithm, the TikTok algorithm, like both, like those are two algorithms that are like very good, but also like don't really know how they actually work. It's kind of you have to reverse engineer it, or the parameters are hidden, which it's kind of like a game, I guess, because if they actually tell you how the algorithm works, then you would just game the algorithm and it wouldn't actually be like a true algorithm, like true, or like bringing you things that actually the algorithm thinks you would like. It could just be someone hacking the algorithm. So like I kind of get them not releasing it, but also if it's pushing controversial things to people who are like vulnerable, like that's kind of where it could be rough. Like, you know, we might need to have some more insight into how they do this, or maybe like not allow that. I don't know. Previously, under former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, the government attempted to agree to a voluntary AI copyright code of practice. I don't follow UK politics that closely. AI copyright rules, UK versus US. Okay, here we go. In a recent interview, CNBC, the boss of the app development firm Appian, said he thinks the UK is well placed to be the global leader on this issue. Wow. The UK has put a stake in the ground, declaring its prioritization of personal intellectual property rights, Matt Calkins, Appian CEO, told CNBC. He cited 2018's Data Protection Act as an example of how UK is closely associated with intellectual property rights. UK is also not subject to the same overwhelming lobbying blitz from the domestic AI leaders in the US that the US is. Calkin added, meaning that it might not be as prone to bowing down to pressure from tech giants as politicians stateside. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, lobbying here is insane. But I don't know, there's different ways in the UK. And I do have to remember, though, the UK is not a part of the European Union now, and so I feel like UK could kind of do their own things like this and not be lumped in with the European Union. In the US, anybody who writes a law about AI is going to hear from Amazon, Oracle, Microsoft, or Google before that bill even reaches the floor, Calkins said. That's a powerful force stopping anyone from writing sensible legislation or protecting the rights of individuals whose intellectual property is being taken wholesale by these major AI players. Yeah. The issue of the potential copyright infringement by AI firms is becoming more notable as tech firms are moving toward a more multimodal form of AI, that is, systems that can understand and generate content in the form of images, video, as well as text. I mean, it's really any content form now. So it could gobble up anything, any data on the internet, really. And text includes like code, documents. Last week, OpenAI made its AI video generation model Sora publicly available in the US and most countries internationally. The tool allows users to type in a desired scene and produce high quality definition video clip. Yeah. This is a random note to end on, but yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious to see how this like plays out, because I'm interested in how we're going to solve this problem, how we're actually going to compensate the people whose data is used in the AI models. I do think though most of it is probably like other companies, so like CNBC, like news organizations, people. I mean, think about entities, not even people that produce like large amounts of data. It's usually like organizations, social media. We have Wikipedia, but Wikipedia is like open in general, so that's okay. Designed that way, but yeah, it's interesting. We'll see though. I don't know. I hope they do come to a compromise that at least most people are happy with, whose data is being used. But I think though this is a continuing issue, so we're gonna have to. It's gonna be like unfolding as we get into other forms of AI too. And more and more companies pop up. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at Waymo in Tokyo here. Covered self-driving cars quite a bit here on the stream. But this is interesting because Waymo exists in many cities in the United States right now, but one thing you know about Tokyo is, for one, they drive on the other side of the road compared to the United States. It's a different language for understanding road signs and things of that nature. And there's just different traffic laws. And so I do wonder if like what data they have besides Google Street View that will help the cars understand the differences between the United States and Tokyo. Like, are they gonna have to like create a completely new like model? Like, do they have to do different strategies to understand, like, separate the data? Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Let's read. Waymo being in testing in Tokyo, its first international destination. Alphabet/Google owned Waymo says it's beginning testing its robotaxis in Japan early 2025. The move makes the company's first step towards international expansion. Waymo is not yet committed to starting commercial operations in Japan, but has locked in development partnerships here with taxi operators Nihon Katsu, and taxi hailing app Go. Alphabet-owned Waymo announced Monday that it's starting testing autonomous vehicles. Okay, we already did that. Waymo hasn't committed to start commercial service in Tokyo yet, but the robotaxi developer will partner with Japan's largest taxi operator, Nihon Katsu, and taxi app Go to start testing its Jaguar I-Pace vehicles in Tokyo streets. To start, Nihon Katsu, I'm saying this wrong. This is like Kotsu or something. Drivers will manually operate the Waymo vehicles to map key areas of the Japanese capital. All right, that answers my question then, because yeah, I just don't know what data they have right now, and so they're gonna have to start from scratch, I guess. So I wonder if then they're gonna just give taxi rides in the Waymo cars with all the sensors and everything. Shibuya, Shinjuku. Data from the manned test drives will help train the company's AI systems. Waymo also tests its robotaxis on closed courses in the US built to mimic driving conditions in Japan. Oh, that's interesting. I'd like to see this. This is the first phase of the partnership, which will last several quarters, Waymo told CNBC, adding that it expects to remain in Japan for an extended period. And I actually wonder why they went to Japan first and not like a European country. It's interesting that they went to Asia. I feel like we don't really see that. Usually it's like United States to Europe. Our upcoming road trip to Tokyo gives us a chance to work alongside local partners, government officials, and community groups to understand the new landscape, Waymo said in a statement. We'll learn how Waymo can serve Tokyo residents and become a beneficial part of the city's transportation ecosystem. Nihon Katsu will oversee the management of servicing of Waymo vehicles in Japan, the company said. Okay. So you guys are really taking on a large role. Waymo announced a series of expansions across the US in 2024. Earlier this month, the company announced new testing in Miami in 2025. It made its driverless ride-hail services available across Los Angeles in November, and in September announced plans to expand into Austin and Atlanta in partnership with Uber. Wagon taxi. Interesting. Japan's #1 taxi. Okay, this is the app. These things look like the British, those like British taxi vehicles. I don't know what they're called. Love that. Heart. Only Toyota. The move to Japan marks the company's first in the left-handed traffic market. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if how much what the overlap is to like Tokyo to places like Australia or the UK where they drive left-handed. Both the Japanese national government and Tokyo metropolitan government see driverless technology as potential boon to the country's aging population. It's like they just don't even have enough like people to be taxi drivers because they're all too old or too young, and they're doing like different jobs. Tokyo's designed certain areas as test zones for self-driving cars, hoping to hasten the arrival of safe driverless transportation systems here. Several developers are working on autonomous vehicles in Japan, including local startup Tier 4, and ZMP, a robotics company that is testing delivery vehicles and buses in Tokyo. Buses is interesting. Let's look at them real quick. The art of open source reimagined intelligence vehicles. Oh, wow. Platform and reference design. Cool that it's open source. This is like a Comma AI, right? They're like open source in the United States here. World's first open source software for autonomous driving. AutoWare is the world's first open source software for autonomous driving, hosted under the AutoWare Foundation. AutoWare. Cool website. Is this all it shows? AutoWare Foundation. Use C++. What one? This is cool. Oh, interesting. It even breaks it down. This is neat. And I do wonder though if you have to have like with Comma AI, at least for their little device, it uses like existing sensors in the car already. So I wonder if there's it only works with certain models, or you need certain sensors in the car to be able to actually like run this. Interesting. Monet Technologies, which is partly owned by Toyota, announced plans to test a self-driving taxi service in Tokyo's Odaiba district earlier this year. Waymo's Japan expansion announcement comes a week after General Motors announces abandoning its Cruise robotaxi division. Yeah. Honda, an outside investor in Cruise, told CNBC that it aimed to launch a driverless ride-hail service in Japan in early 2026, but would reassess those plans and make adjustments if needed. Interesting. Prior to GM's retreat from robotaxis, Cruise has been one of Waymo's primary domestic competitors. Yeah, it's interesting that we're not seeing car manufacturers really get into the self-driving market. GM Cruise was kind of an exception. I'm sure that they've all invested in them, but they're not actually like building it themselves or taking like a heavy hand in it. They're more so just investing in it and having them do their own thing. And I really think that shows but then let's think about Tesla. Tesla is doing it themselves. They build their own car, but it's because Tesla is almost more of a software company than, like a manufacturing company. And I think now they said that like call them an AI company in robotics because of the Tesla robot. But yeah, I don't know about that. But they're definitely more like more of a software company than Ford or GM. Not to say that they don't do it, but a lot of times it's hard for these car manufacturers to do their own software because they get pieces made by third parties, other companies, and they then have specific requirements to requirements or protocols or frameworks that then have to be used in the software. And so most of the time it's all they're doing is trying to combine all these disparate parts from different manufacturers and make them into like a centralized car operating system. But it's way harder because of all the everyone has different protocols and programming languages and whatever, whereas like someone like Tesla who just kind of does most of it, if not all of it, in-house, it's way easier. Also because electric cars have so little moving parts compared to more traditional cars, that also helps. There's just less systems, that it's just simpler. But these companies just aren't software companies, and it's really starting to go through. And it's interesting how like Honda, though, like they're not even, they're an outside investor, but like they're really, not even still doing it themselves either. Like, I don't know, these third parties owned by tech companies, big tech companies, are way ahead in the space compared to like actual traditional car manufacturers. And I wouldn't have really saw that. And I guess Tesla's the exception because I feel like they're more of a tech company than the other ones, but the more traditional car companies that have been around for a while. So yeah, it's interesting to see this. And it's also interesting seeing now how many verticals Google's in. Like yeah. And also I wonder how Waymo's data, if that's actually being used outside of the self-driving car. Like I wonder if they're using that to help with like the Gemini like visual stuff, or like the location things. Like I wonder if they could kind of cross like dog food their own data to build other systems that will then help the robotaxi, the Waymo and everything, or will help like Gemini or like their other models. I do wonder. And okay, picture this. Google. Think about all the verticals Google in. We have Google Maps, Google Search. They have Android, they have Docs, they have self-driving cars. Think about the data that they're collecting. Like they have so much more first-party data, as in they're collecting themselves. We were just talking, about we just read another article about the AI companies getting licensed data. Google doesn't even need to do that because they have so much first-party data with YouTube, Google Search. They've already figured out kind of these licensing things with things like search. And so they kind of know, how to navigate the space in a way. But they could, have so much data feeding in to train things like Gemini, where it's like, yeah, it's, they're kind of beating OpenAI with some of their stuff because they just have this first party data that they could use to, feed into Gemini. But as they get more like robo-taxis, they get more Waymos out there, they could get live information. Like they have all these sensors and cameras on the cars. They could have live information for cars driving on the streets. They have live information from Google Maps, tracking your Android phone. They have, like they know what people are searching for on the web. They know what they're making in documents. They know what they're watching on YouTube. Like, the amount of information that they could, collate to use to train AI is insane. It's a little creepy, like with all this, like, I don't know, it's kind of like Orwellian in a way, but yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. And it's crazy that they bought DeepMind. Like that was just Google DeepMind was like, or DeepMind at the time, but it was such an insane investment, like to be able to get that and like predict what's, it's crazy how crazy, yeah. Crazy that they got it early and that they like for what they paid for it. Like it's Great deal. All right, that's really all I got planned today. I don't think we'll cover this today. Might do it tomorrow, but go read it if you wanna look more into this. But yeah, tomorrow we got Dev Day, OpenAI Dev Day again, or Dev Day 9. Not Dev Day, Jesus, Shipmas Day 9. Today was the mini Dev Day. Yeah, we'll check out what other tech news is happening. If Google, wonder if Google will release any more stuff today. Let's see. I'm just checking the see if anything's came out. Grammarly buys productivity startup app Coda. Wow. I actually just canceled my Grammarly subscription. OpenAI is working on to sever the nonprofit's controls while compensating its board, possibly in the billions, and promised investors a 2-year schedule. What the fuck? All right, the OpenAI nonprofit drama is insane. I haven't really been covering it because it's a bit like, it's a bit gossipy, and I don't know. It's not like that interesting, honestly. I'd rather focus on some more technical stuff. Oh wait, here was this. When did this come out? Today, 8 a.m. Google Assist, Google's enterprise-focused coding assistant gets third-party tools. This is an announcement. Google's huge in code gen. Like a 20%, a quarter, 25% of all their code is generated, AI generated. Yeah. Anyways. We'll be back tomorrow. Covering latest AI tech news, 9 a.m. Pacific. We'll watch OpenAI Shipmas Day 10, and we'll go from there. So I appreciate everyone tuning in and watching today. Give a subscribe or follow if you want to get notified when I go live. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you showing up.